Hello students, welcome to Edubbey Global Solution. Again, our mathematics class, we're going to be looking at our geometry, and under this class, we have some topic that we are going to be looking at. And the first one here is what? Angles and lines. We want to identify various angles that we have and the various type of lines that we have. We have our interactive content here that will serve as a guide for this class. Okay, now when we are talking about angles, we have different type of angles and we have them by their names. So the first one we are going to be looking at is what? Accurate angles. So when you're talking about accurate angles, okay, are angles that lies between what? They lie between 0 degree and 60 degree. Okay, and what that means is that they are angles that is actually less than 90 degree. If you look at this illustration that we have here, this is an example, and it's an illustration of how accurate angles look like. Now, if you look at this angle, we said that it is actually less than what? It is less than 90 degree. Now, we have another type of angle here, which is what? Right angle. So for right angles are angles that are exactly what? Right angles are angles that are exactly 90 degrees. Let's see if we are right. Okay, let's drag through. So for this right angle triangle, what we are trying to say is that they are angle on 90 degrees. If you look at this illustration here, you see that it is an angle that is on 90 degrees. Okay, now another type of angles that we want to look at here is what? Obtuse angle. What are obtuse angles? Obtuse angles are angles that lie between what? 90 degree and 180 degree. So not like right angle. We said right angles are 90 degree. So for obtuse angles, there are angles that fall between 90 degree and 180 degree. That is, it is actually more than an obtuse angle is more than 90 degree, but it is what? It's less than 180 degree. So let's see let's drag the right activities in here. Obtuse angles are angles, okay, that lies between what? Between 90 degree and what? And 180 degree. Now let's look at this. Look at this illustration here. You see that they're actually bigger than what? They are more than 90 degree, but they are not up to what? They are not up to 180 degree. This is 117 degree, 121 degree, and 160 degree, which is what? Less than 180 degree. Okay. Now, the next type of angle that we want to look at is what? Reflex angle. Reflex angles are angles that lie between 180 degree and 360 degree. So this type of angle, when you're talking about reflex angle, their angles are actually greater than 180 degree, but they are what? Less than 360 degree. So let's see these activities. Okay, these reflex angles are angles that lies, okay, between what? It lies between 180 degree and 360 degree. Let's check. Okay, now let's go to lines. We have the first type of line we want to look at for here is what? Is perpendicular line. So we have activities here that will give us definitions of a perpendicular line. To find the shortest distance between 2 points, okay, you measure the length of the straight line that joins them. So if you want to get the distance between 2 points, what we just need to do is what? You have to measure the distance that join that 2 points. So the two lines which meet at right angles are what? Are perpendicular to each other. So when we have a two line and they meet at the right angle, what is right angle? Right angles are angles on 90 degree. So those two lines, they said that they are perpendicular to each other. So now let's look at this diagram here. So in the diagram below, CD is perpendicular to AB and AB is also perpendicular to CD. If line AD and BD are drawn to form a triangle, line AD and BD are drawn to form a what? A triangle. So if you draw this together to form a triangle, then because that type of they call the CD, that type of triangle, we call it a right angle triangle. We are going to be looking at type of triangle in our next class. Okay, so CD can be called the height, okay, or what? Or altitude of what? Of the triangle AB and and this. So we call it altitude or height. Okay, so now let's check our arrangement. Okay, we are cool. Now let's look at another type of line that we want to look at. Look at this type of line. We call it a parallel lines. Parallel lines are straight lines which can be continued to infinity in each direction without meeting. So easily we can actually say that what parallel lines are lines that cannot meet. There are two lines that cannot meet. You just continue to draw them and they can never meet, even to infinity. This takes us to the end of our class. I want you to subscribe to our channel www.edubbey.com for the full interactive content of this class. Thanks for listening.